and welcome back to Question of the Week on IfNotNow.net.
And
this is
Lisa. Hi.
This week we have a special guest host.
Lisa is our first guest host, and it's something that Nick and I were wanting to do, so we are thrilled that she's here and really interested to see how this turns out. So we're going to mix things up a little bit this week, and rather than go to strangers on the street, we are going to interview some of Lisa's friends and maybe go a little deeper. Maybe
She's taking us on a tour
with some of the strangers.
And this week's question:
but how do you hide from your life?
My heart still skips a beat. Even though we've been apart, my mind plays tricks on me.
Under the covers is good.
I used to hide behind my hair.
in my head. Stay really, really busy.
I create lists and lists of projects.
A very difficult time saying no when people ask me to do things.
I work on our budget endlessly.
Not being as fully participatory in the world as I could be.
I think I really retreat into fantasy, into thoughts, into planning, into imagination.
Well, I can't take care of my stuff because I have 14 other people that are relying on me to get something done, so I have to get that done.
By being bitter, by thinking I'm a victim. There's my excuses the excuses that keep me from being all that I am and from having the things that I knew that I want, but I'm afraid to go get.
I clean a lot.
Like food and weight. And so when I'm actually at a really good weight, it gets a little scary to be present.
I don't know why I didn't think of it. So what I really do, I lay in bed. I wake up early and I lay there for a long time. And I think about spaces, any home that I've been in. So I just think about how I would live in it. So if it were mine, what would I do with it? Where would I put our furniture? What would I do with this certain space?
It is actually just the making of the list of projects. Usually at least 15 of them so that I can avoid whatever really is at hand.
A lot of it for me is what I may be unwilling to accept or unwilling to see or unwilling to know.
There was a time actually when I think that there were all sorts of opportunities and doors open that I sidestepped just because it couldn't possibly be that easy.
But then when I do go there, it feels right and it feels good.
I don't feel like I'm hiding so much anymore.
I said no at least twice last month, and it was...
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Question of the Week on IfNotNow.net.
And thank you so much to our first fabulous guest host.
Yeah, thank you. Had a great time. We'll see you next week.
And as always, if you have an idea for a question of the week, email us at questionoftheweek@ifnotnow.net.
We appreciate you joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
This week's episode features one of my favorite finds, the Baldwin Brothers' Leave the Past Behind from their album The Return of the Golden Roads. You can buy it by logging on to www.ifnotnow.net.